Good shot. Fraction too short. Beautifully timed and placed. That's just an error in length.
Right, so today's broadcast is in fact in digital widescreen and multi-view. Into the gap, well played. That's a lovely shot. Short outside off stump. Onto his toes. Just enough room for him to get up and smash it through that offside, despite a little bit of bounce there. Lovely shot from Mark Waugh. That's his second four. Oh, he's done it again, but this time he's hit it. Slightly more controlled, didn't throw his head back quite so much. It's gone for four. Third four to Mark Waugh. 8 off the over. It's 1 for 38. Flicked away fine. Laurie Williams won't get there. That's four. That went flying off the bat. Just a little offline that time. And really, Mark Waugh loves him in that area. Placement, absolutely perfect. Got it away slightly finer than he would normally play it in order to beat the fieldsman.
A few signs that the concentration is just starting to slip a little bit with the West Indies. They did a very good job in the first final when it came to bowling. Just the last few overs, Ian Harvey punished them a bit. They've started well here, but some bad signs that the concentration is just slipping.
Oh, and that's been nudged down between slip and fourth slip for four. Well, that's the best over so far for Australia. 13. 1 for 51.
Show that they're willing to be involved.
Oh, and again, take that. Short outside off stump. They've lost it. They have lost it. You cannot bowl short to these two. In fact, there are very few Australians in this lineup you can bowl short to.
And those strike rates really racing up. Particularly Mark Waugh's. That's picked up enormously in the last couple of overs.
Over the top, down the ground, another four. Well, these two definitely mean business here. They have certainly started to turn it on.
Mark Waugh down the ground. Nice and straight. And that'll bring up the 100 for Australia and take Mark Waugh to 49.
He's accepting every invitation Jimmy Adams is offering. He keeps mid off and mid on up, leaves down the ground open, and that's where Mark Waugh goes.
And that'll be 50 for Mark Waugh. 50 off 50 balls faced for Mark Waugh. Oh, that could well be 6. No, just inside the rope. The slog sweep, made famous by his brother. Mark Waugh says, I can do that as well.
Well, he's cut beautifully today, Mark Waugh. It's brought him a number of boundaries.
In the air, over the top of backward point. Will it get to the boundary? It will. Mark Waugh has played some wonderful shots here today. He really has. That was another example of not trying to hit it too hard, making sure the placement's right, getting it off the middle of the bat. Easily played away on the offside. That's a century, a superb century by Mark Waugh. His first here at the MCG in one-day internationals. It's his 17th one-day international 100. 8th in Australia, 3rd against the West Indies, 2nd in this series, and he's 3rd in the year 2001.
Oh, it's past the keeper. That's 4. They want a wicket here, the West Indies. That was half a chance. There's no slip in. Mark Waugh knows it.
Nixon McLean's the unlucky one. He's bowled very well in this Carlton series. Proved every match.
go for it. Long hit, could go the full distance. Just bounced, I think, inside the rope. Umpire asking for the third umpire, who today is Daryl Harper, but appeared just to bounce inside the rope. Gave himself some room, straight as a die. Gone again, this will go all the way. No. He went for the long boundary, got hold of that, looking for the 6. This is what the crowd loves. Wickets in hand, getting towards the 40th over. Maybe just mishit that a fraction. It's going to be a change at the southern end. Captain Jimmy Adams to bowl his left arm orthodox spinners, change of tempo. He goes there. He does it very well. That's 4 more. That's his highest score ever in a one-day international for Mark Waugh. It's been a gem of an innings. 500 runs for the series. It's a golden summer. Over 8,000 runs, 230 matches. Obviously a very fit athlete, rarely injured. A good strike rate and a very good average. Michael Bevan goes nice and straight. His first boundary, and it's a beauty. Good use of the feet. Safe as a church. Well placed.
Michael Bevan is very quick on his feet. We've seen him running between wickets very quickly. Used his feet well here. Down to the pitch, the ball. Once again, nice and straight. Just one bounce into the fence.
Samuels to take up the attack. Well, that's hit beautifully into the gap. He does pick his spot well. There's a man at mid-wicket and long on. Bevan hit that superbly. You can hear the crack of the bat on. Great shot. It's gone this time. It's gone a long way this time. We'll back this one, and it goes all the way. And the crowd loving it.
Well, the ropes certainly helped Mark Waugh on that occasion. Picked the gap very nicely. Would have been 4 on the old MCG ground. With the new ropes in, cleared it by about 10 metres.
It's gone for it again. It's gone again. All the way. About 35,000 people enjoying this great innings. 44 overs, 3 for 277. Strikes that gap in cover. He'll pick up 2. That brings up 150. Superb innings.
And the crowd rightfully on their feet. The second highest total by an Australian in one-day cricket. Just behind Adam Gilchrist's 154 made here last year at the MCG, and Mark Waugh still got 5 overs left to add to it.
Laurie Williams.
Well, this is just what you want. If you've bowled 7 overs, none for 54, and the captain says come and have a bowl at Ian Harvey with Mark Waugh at the other end, 4 wides for a start.
That single by Mark Waugh brings up the highest score ever made by an Australian in a one-day international. Surpasses Adam Gilchrist, 154, the previous score here at the MCG. Now Mark Waugh, another achievement and milestone crossed off. His first century at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and now it's the biggest ever.
Well, that's a bit of bad luck. It's got a 6 for it, but it could have gone further. It's 4 for 311.
Scored at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in a one-day international. So another milestone achieved.
That was almost 6 over cover and with a gentle little wave of the bat. That's not a problem. That should be caught easily. And is. Ryan Lara, who circled around it, got underneath it, and even before Mark Waugh's outside the fielding circle, there's a standing ovation for him.
They certainly have enjoyed it. The 9th highest one-day international score ever. The highest Australian one-day international score. Done at a fantastic rate after a slow start. Mark Waugh, 173 from 148 deliveries. Appreciated by this sparse crowd, but decent for the second final. He's finally out. Caught Lara, bowled Samuels. Australia are 6 for 328.